I see this position recommended on a lot of those health and wellness, diagnose yourself web pages for varicose veins. By elevating my legs above the height of my heart, the blood drains out of my legs and lowers the pressure in my veins, so my veins do disappear for a little while. But it's only a temporary relief. It doesn't address the actual physical issues in my veins or any of the causes that might have led to me having varicose veins. So, laying around in this position is not going to be part of the physical ways in which I address my varicose veins issue. So what physical regimen am I pursuing? It's a lot of body connectivity drills and bodyweight exercises to balance out any muscular imbalances I may have developed over the course of playing different sports or just spending too much time sitting around studying. I'll demonstrate a few of them now. I like doing leg swings unsupported so that the leg that I'm standing on gets to work its small stabilizing muscles while the leg that's swinging is stretched dynamically. And I may not swing as high as I would if I was holding onto something, but I think the advantage of the stabilizing muscles is critical here. Now the basic forward fold or touching your toes to stretch out my hamstrings, and then leaning from side to side to stretch the lats and any of those big muscle groups that support the spine and connect the hips and shoulders. Now the basic bodyweight squat with my arms raised above my head to make sure that I'm engaging my glutes as well as my quads in this position. Now this sequence continues to work the connection and alignment between the hips and the shoulders in alternating between Warrior 3 or the airplane pose and a pistol squat. These are useful to incorporate together because both of them are on one leg, whereas they're working completely opposite orientations of the rest of the body. Ideally, a straight line is formed from the hands to the ankle, so this pose needs some work. And then similarly in the pistol squat, I'm being pretty conservative with how low I go, so make sure that I don't hurt myself. Again, on this side, that could go a lot higher, but I do engage my ankle to make sure that all the muscle groups along the length of the leg are participating in this position. Now you may be concerned that I'm doing a lot of squatting and lunging movements because excessive squatting was one of the few risk factors that I did have for varicose veins. However, these bodyweight nurturing controlled movements are really good for strengthening the stabilizing and supporting muscles around the major muscle groups in order to restructure the muscular structure of my legs and allow for the vein system to migrate back inside my leg rather than remaining on the surface. So these are some good variations for opening up the hips, working the inside thighs, a lot of muscle groups that don't often get worked during normal exercises. The Cossack squat is mostly for range of motion and controlling the exchange of weight bearing between my legs while I move from side to side. I throw some extra stretches in as it makes me feel more comfortable. This movement is usually done while holding a kettlebell in the upstretched arm, but as I'm doing unweighted movements, I've still found that hinging my hips and leaning to the opposite side feels really good and nurturing. So as you can see, nothing that's weighted, and just a little bit to get my full range of motion in a lot of parts of my hips, my legs, glutes, and core activated.